in your life, improving your life. And someone left a comment, what improvements have I made? Have I made any improvements or have I not made improvements? I'm getting up at 6 every morning to go to work. That's an improvement. I was sleeping, when I was unemployed for 9 months, I was sleeping till 10. So I'm getting up at a set time. I have to get up because you have to. It's still an improvement though. It doesn't matter if you have to. It's still an improvement. Still improves your life. Um, I've improved my dad's cleaner. I've improved my skin. I've improved, a lot of things. Not
A lot of
enough though,
things,
I
yeah,
know,
sure.
and still I'm endeavoring to improve every day. It's a slow process, and unfortunately, I am too.
This guy doesn't understand self-improvement. He doesn't understand the reality of how the world works. Okay? Bro, you're working minimum wage. You're well over 30 years old and you're still working minimum wage. You still live with your parents, bro. And you're talking about I'm doing self-improvement. Why can't you commit to a goal and actually, and I know the reason why. I'm gonna break it down, but he can't commit to a goal and give himself 2, 3, 4, 5 years to just say, okay, I've got one goal, one big goal that I want to achieve, and commit to that. Well, you see, the problem with this guy is this: he's got this instant gratification. He wants to give himself a pat on the back for doing the barest, not even the barest minimum, less than that. Nothing, virtually nothing. You were making minimum wage before, you're still making minimum wage. So what the hell self improvement? That's no self improvement. And here's the thing, right? He wants to give himself a pat on the back. He wants to give himself instant gratification. And that's how I know that this guy doesn't stand a chance. That's why he gets humiliated. He gets eaten alive. The last video I made about him, that employer of his, they cut his wages. You know, they gave him less than because he's a loser. Let's be honest here. When you're at the bottom of the food chain, people will mess about with you. People will eat you alive. They'll chew you up and spit you out. And that's what's going to happen for the rest of this guy's life. Because the reality is this, right? They did a study with children, okay? They did a study with children. And this is a real experiment, by the way, real study. You can Google it. What they did was they had a set of children and they gave them this experiment where they would put a marshmallow in front of the child, okay? They put a marshmallow in front of the child and they would tell the child that you can either choose to eat this marshmallow now or you can wait a set number of time. I'm not sure how long it was, but you could wait some time and then you will get two marshmallows, okay? You will get two. So basically what they did was they compiled the data and they found out that the kids that waited to get the second marshmallow, as they tracked them throughout their life, those kids ended up being much more successful financially, mentally, socially, across all the aspects. They were a lot more successful than the kids that seeked instant gratification, like this guy, because he can't come. He doesn't see the greater goal in anything. He's delusional, and this is the thing. He doesn't want to help himself, his mental health. He doesn't want to find out what's really wrong with him. We're going to get into that. I'll save that for later on in the video.
I'm well progressed in years. Unfortunately, I wish I was the reverse of my age,
It's not about
or
wishing,
even
it's about
younger,
doing what it
23. Even
takes.
then,
That's
you
all
know,
fantasy.
at this stage, it would be. It is a bit of a joke, yeah. Um,
It's a
where
big
I'm
joke, it's
at,
not a
but
bit of a joke.
you can only you know, you can't jump ahead. You're on the path you're on. You're at the position you're at. You have to
You're at the
progress
bottom of the
from
food
that point.
chain. Say it as it is. You're at the bottom.
Might like, you know, to others it might look like I'm doing nothing,
You aren't doing
but
anything.
I go to work 55 hours a week. I make these videos. I train.
Oh my
I'm
god.
looking for other work.
Look what he's trying to just. This is exactly what I say about these idiots. They're trying to justify I work 55 hours a week. Yeah, everybody else does the same shit. So what the hell are you doing extra? And then this is what he tells you, I make these videos. I make these videos. This is his extra, this is his equivalent to, see, other people will take up a side business, okay? They'll start up a side business, right? Whatever it is, they'll start up a little side business. This guy will say, I make these videos. Bear in mind, this guy makes $40 a month on YouTube. He's admitted it. I've seen the comments. He makes $40 a month on YouTube. See, this is the problem. You're not doing enough to improve your life. If you know that you're behind, why in the hell are you doing virtually nothing to change that? Because you've already given up. Actions speak louder than words. Why can't you work 80 to 100 hours a week? Why can't you, alongside your your minimum wage job, why can't you start up a side business on the side and put another 30, 40 hours a week onto that? Why? I work 80 to 100 hours a week. Why can't you? Because you've already given up. That's the reality. You don't have the right mindset, and that's how I know it's over for you. You don't stand a chance in this world. You're low intelligence, okay? You have poor work ethic, you're mentally ill, and you're well over 30 years old. So it's done. There's no hope for you. I'm not trying to be mean or nasty, but you have to understand the reality of what's going on here.
I'm applying, doing tests. I'm keeping up my Italian.
Oh my god, let me get this Italian crap out here, okay? Because this Italian stuff that listen, there's nothing wrong with learning Italian. There's nothing wrong, but the reason why he's learning it, this is the thing here. The reason why he's learning Italian is he's got this fantasy, okay? And it is a fantasy that he's gonna go to Italy, okay? I don't know if he's still with this Sarah or whatever her name is, but his fantasy is that he's gonna go to Italy, okay, and live there happily ever after with this Italian female. Let me just destroy this fantasy right here. You can't even sustain yourself in Britain, where you were born. You're still living with your parents. How the hell are you gonna sustain yourself in Italy, you moron? How the hell are you gonna do that? How the hell are you gonna do that? You can't even afford to get out your own parents' house in your own country. Do you know anything about Italy? How the hell are you gonna get work in Italy when the economy is worse than Britain? You think you're gonna just go there as a foreigner and do? See, if you were doing what I was saying and you had an online business that was location independent, you may have a chance of getting into Italy. But even then, how the hell are you gonna get into Italy? When there's Brexit coming, you moron. UK is leaving the European Union, so how the hell are you gonna get into Italy in the first place? Or do you use your brain? Even if you get in there somehow, you won't be able to find any work. The economy is trash over there. It's worse than Britain. You don't have any skills, you don't have any talent. So get that fantasy, and this is exactly what I'm telling you about these guys. They have this fantasy in their head. It's all fantasy, and everything he does is motivated by women. That's all he cares about. He's still the same guy he was before. Everything he does is motivated by women. I can tell when somebody's really changed. All this learning Italian, he's no different to hiding in my room who learned Japanese to get pussy. This guy, the same thing. He thinks by learning Italian, Learning Italian ain't gonna do shit for you if you can't get in the country. What's it gonna do for you? Stop living in a fantasy world. Get your head out of that obsession with getting women, bro. You're still there. This is a problem.
I don't have much free time,
Yes, you
especially
do.
now. That's why, as I've said for weeks now, I
think
have
you
the
don't.
Discord server, but I haven't opened it yet. I need moderators for that, and I want to open it, and I want people. The original reason I set up the Discord was to help people in the same situation I wrote down here. Who are forever alone, who suffered from social anxiety, who had no one to talk to.
Oh my god. First of all, stop using terms like forever alone. You still believe in that crap. See, this is the thing. He claims that he's changed, but he still believes in the same concepts that he believed in prior. So how the hell have you changed? You still believe in forever alone because you're a loser. There's no such thing as forever alone. I want to get into that nonsense in this video, but that's some bullshit that you created in your own head. Oh, you guys are forever alone with social anxiety. Social anxiety is not the issue here. It's not about social anxiety. Loads of millennial men have social anxiety. You know why? Because of video games and because of the internet. That doesn't mean that they end up like you, bro. I have social anxiety as well. It's nothing to do with that. All social anxiety means is that you haven't interacted with enough people. So why the hell are you starting up a Discord server just online when people need to interact? If they have social anxiety, they need to interact with people in real life. That's how to combat social anxiety. The more people you interact with, the more your social anxiety goes away. And your problem is not social anxiety. You got something more wrong with you. I can tell that. You got some more worse mental problems than that. But that's the thing. Why do you think old people don't have social anxiety like those boomers? Have you ever had those boomers come up to you in public and just start talking to you? See, we find that weird, but their generation, that's not weird though, because they will talk to anybody. They would just go up to random people and talk to them. They don't have an issue doing that. Boomers don't have an issue doing that. Because in their generation, there was no video games. There was no, online communication. So you had to go and speak to people in real life. And that's what social anxiety is. It just comes from a lack of experience of talking to people in real life. So don't let these guys tell you that the issue is social anxiety. That's a lot of BS. That can easily be combated. Anyways, that's all I got to say. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you are informed every time I upload a new video.